have people come to me and tell me, Brickell, my kids do not like books. And my answer to that is Usborne has you covered. So these are the white planes. Then we have mazes, castle games, just practicing pen control, drawing. So it's got, again, the dry erase marker, and then it is like a dry erase page. So you go through, they can do the mazes. So you'll see, you can draw on it, then it just comes right off. So it can be used time and time again. This will be great for kids who are just learning about different animals. So it talks about dogs, and then it just asks, who has a green collar, who is rolling on its back, under the sea, and then you'll see in here also, it's got little peekaboo pages, so that makes it kind of fun. And then just goes through in the garden, playful monkeys, just anything to keep your kids entertained. Look through there, you can talk about colors. Great learning book, as well as keeping them entertained. For your kids that are a little older, we have 1001. There's animals to spot, there's things to spot in fairyland, on the farm. There are a ton of subjects in this one as well. So you'll open it up, and it's kind of like an I Spy. So it'll say, find the 5 sloths, or whichever animal it says. It will tell you how many there are. They'll find each of them. So in the garden. So this one is fun as well. We're going to love this one this summer. So this one is 100 science experiments. And then you'll see this one is also internet linked. And so like a shadow show. It's going to talk to you about how to do it, step-by-step instructions, highs and lows, give you a little, it'll tell you about the subject, and then it will give you an experiment to do to kind of expand on it. And this one is the 100 science experiments. We also have 365, 50, you know, we just have a big variety. The thing I love about them is they are, most of the time, things that you're just commonly going to have around your house, so it's not going to have an experiment where you're going to have to go out to the store and spend a ton of money getting ridiculous stuff you'll never use again. So another favorite, 100 paper planes to fold and fly. We also have 100 paper dragons and spaceships, to name a few. So you'll see it's just got all these different textures and pages. So you'll look at it. And then right up here in the corner, you can see that. You are going to rip out that page, and then you come here to the front, fold this out, and it's going to show you that is how you fold that specific piece of paper. Great thing about this is even when the paper's gone, you still have the instructions to make some pretty cool planes. Adult coloring is pretty popular right now, and we love this one at our house. Mandalas to color. What I love about these books are not only are there pages to color, it's going to give you some kind of ideas up here, and then it's also going to talk to you about the different mandalas styles. So my family already stole this and started coloring in it, but it's going to have Tibetan mandalas, Indian circles. It just talks about all of the different types and where they're inspired by. So while you are coloring, you are also learning a little. This one is the Usborne Children's Cupcake Book. It's just got these little Velcro pieces right here. Keep it closed. You're going to open it up. In here, there are the cupcake papers, big and small, and then it's got these little paper inserts that your kids can put on top after they're done decorating the cupcakes. And over here, you'll see there is the baking book, or the recipe book. So, and it's got over 20 recipes. What I love about this book, so there's a little peek at the contents, is it not only has the recipes, it also talks about the basics of baking. So I actually think I'm going to get this for my sister, who is just graduating high school, because she is the baby of our family, and she doesn't know, unfortunately, about all the baking that all of us had to learn about. So it shows you that, and then at the end, it's also gives you little decorating ideas, toppings, and then some frosting and piping hints. And in here, very back, you'll see allergy advice. step-by-step drawing is also great to keep your kids entertained. It's going to go through, show you different animals to draw, and you'll see that there are the instructions and then there's just the blank page. These are great keepsakes if you want to let your kids color in them and then date them after they're done and write which kid it was. It's kind of a cute little keepsake to see how they progress as they get older. There are also things to color, not just animals. We'll show them cars and buildings as well. And this is one of our new releases. It's a year in my life, and so this is a great thing to give somebody, you know, during a birthday, a traumatic event, something like that. And it just gives them an idea of one thing to do each day, and then at the end of that year, it's just going to be a great keepsake, or just if you want your kid to learn about journaling and get in the habit. So like that one, this one says, pretend you spent today in a whale's belly. Draw what it looked like. Another example is, write a few sentences about you, or about what you can see in your room right now. So, the Gardening for Beginners book, I think it's a little more advanced than just for beginners, but it is awesome. It has got so much information in here. And then it's just going to go through. It's going to tell you in this first little bit how to use the book, how to start a pot, just, you know, basically the basics that you need to know. And then it's going to go through different things to grow. So you'll see it's got sunflowers, talks about what food they need, how to plant them, where to plant them. Some of them have, you know, bulbs in a jar. There are actually some in here with layered bulbs so that you can get it to bloom throughout the entire season. Air plants, I didn't even know there was such a thing, to be honest with you. And so, oh, there was the layered bulbs, so it shows you how to layer them so they'll bloom throughout the season. Climbing beans, it's just a ton of information. There's a little peek at the index. Next, make buildings for the architect or just the artist in your life. So you will see there's the dog house, but it also has different shapes, or they will need to, like this one says light show. Color the windows in your best, brightest colors. Talks about different colors, the different buildings. House mansion, or mouse mansion, talks about the different mice in there. Mirror image, hasn't finished the image. This just is great for just about anybody, especially our architects. Okay, then there is for younger kids, dot to dot. And then you'll see through here, it only has dot to dot, but it's also got, this one's like in the Arctic, so then it's got information across the bottom, and then it's also got this little cheat sheet across the bottom to help them remember which number goes next. So one's in the Arctic, in the desert, in the rainforest. And last but not least, our sticker dolly dressing. These are so much fun. There are a ton of different kinds on these as well. There are also some boys, like some sports stars, some with soldiers. What you'll see is here are all of the clothes, and then it will tell you pages 8 to 9. So all these stickers go to those dollies, go to page 8 and 9, and then dress up the dollies. So stickers in the middle. The great thing about this is after all the stickers are gone, it is still a story, so then it ends up being a story they've helped illustrate.